I think in that case, something like 35 people ended up being sickened, but there have been other cases too, where even, if you get like an injection of cells into your knee, people reported getting infections. Yeah, that's a great question. If we're trying to treat something like dementia, we have to get more creative. Yes, I often get asked this question. Paul Knoepfler, a professor at UC Davis School of Medicine and a stem cell and cancer researcher. The risk that a lot of us think about first is cancer, or some kind of, even a benign tumor kind of forming can be very destructive. So I think that's probably the scariest risk, is that these cells will go into our body and not do what we want. But the more common, the one that probably people should be worrying about more, is actually infection, because that's where we've actually seen many cases of infection popping up for people who've gone to different stem cell clinics. There was one case where people got what was purported to be umbilical cord cells, and there may have been those in there, but there were also bacteria in there. And so since in many cases they got systemic or IV injection, they became septic, or their whole body essentially, their blood system was full of bacteria, and some people ended up in the ICU. Another risk that maybe is not thought about enough is what's called pulmonary embolism, or blood clots in your lungs essentially. And so here what happens is that stem cells get injected again IV. They just go right into your bloodstream, say 100 million or a billion cells. And then what happens is those cells often ended up being kind of filtered out in the lungs. And so from the time of injection until these cells end up going to the lungs can be pretty quick, but the cells also during that period can start clumping together, or the body as a reaction to them can start forming kind of clots around them. And then when these get to the lung, that can cause serious problems. That can be life-threatening as well. Some patients have also reported unusual immune system reactions. When they get these big infusions of cells, the body reacts like there's some kind of problem, and so they might get a fever. These could be related to sort of classical transfusion reactions that are pretty well understood, but with the stem cells, it's not as well understood exactly what happens. There are also just cases here and there of other issues, like people having heart attacks after getting stem cells. And again, this could be a clot thing, could be something else going on. So there's still some unknowns as well about these risks. We worry about things like heart attacks, like I said, but the data are not very clear. Like, was it just incidental, or did the stem cells cause it? We often don't know that.